Let me go ahead and get out of the way. Put the light on it this time. Waiting on that notification. Waiting on that notification. Oh, just got that notification. Okay, there you go. Hey, Chad, I'm back. Hey, Chad, I'm back. Hey, Chad, I'm back. Back. Back, back, back. Excuse my husband. Yeah, I know how this goes. If you've been rocking with me, you should know you may hear him in the background often. His voice is very projective, just to let y'all know. We're back, chat. We're back, chat. Yeah, I do want to say I do apologize for not going live yesterday. It's just I've been having a lot of back issues going on, so it was like very like painful in a way for me to just really just sit up. I still got a little back pain today, but I said I ain't gonna go 2 days straight, and I'm supposed to be on this on the road to building the community. I'm gonna call it like that. I'm supposed to be building a community here, so I just said I'm gonna come on here, go live. I always say I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time, but sometimes I get a little carried away, especially from last time. Last time it was supposed to be only 30 minutes, but I really did drop some gems in there. So if you haven't seen it, you need to go back on YouTube and go check out the replay because I dropped some gems in there. But I'm trying to keep my back straight as possible. But yeah, like I said, I have been having back issues. That's the only reason why I didn't stream yesterday. I did make a post if you're not already in the community. I did make a post basically saying that I was gonna go live. Only thing about it was, like I said, I made the post, but then I ended up taking it down because it was just very unbearable. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to go to a chiropractor today, but the first one I went to was black owned. They said that they was open online, but then when I had went up there, they was closed. Then I tried to go to another chiropractor, but just so happened of all days when I finally try to go to a chiropractor that they're closed due to training. And they will be open again the next day. And they said all of their other locations are closed as well. So like you can just imagine how my back is feeling today. So I'm gonna try to go to the chiropractor tomorrow before I gotta go to the shop. Y'all will see me at the shop tomorrow. It won't be a long stream. It will be like a little later stream, only because only have one client for tomorrow. It was like a last minute one, and she's just getting something quick done anyway. But hey, welcome back in. Whether you're watching this live or later on YouTube, if you're new here, I'm Stephanie, a licensed cosmetologist and braider in Memphis, Tennessee. Here we talk about new hair trends, client versus stylist opinions, all things related to being a licensed cosmetologist, braider, and a business owner. This is a night segment I like to call Beauty Talk After Dark. Like I said, I know we got to get that neon sign. It's gonna be so funny to watch all these video backs, and I just be at the time, so we gotta get that neon sign, and then watch when one stream that just pops up, y'all gonna see a neon sign, and I'm like, I told y'all I was gonna get it. But if you've been rocking with me since day one, I really, 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 really appreciate you. And drop a W in the chat. For my new viewers, drop a hey with a heart. Also, if you're new here and you enjoy streams like this, click the follow button and become a part of the community. Speaking of the community, if you haven't already joined the reaction group for Slay that is pinned in the chat, you can click the link and request to join. This group here is where I'll be pulling reactions directly from like y'all posts, polls, opinions, and react to them on live stream. So if you want your thoughts featured, if you like beauty conversations, or you just want a safe personal space to talk about hair and the industry topics, you can go ahead and join. So let me go ahead and, like I said, I'll be having to go over here, make sure I open it. Y'all know how I gotta do. Let me go ahead, hurry up, pin this in the chat. Here go the community right here. Let me copy it, share, copy link. paste. It is in the chat. Let me go ahead and pin it. It is pinned. It is pinned, y'all. It is pinned in the chat. It is pinned in the chat. It will be pinned for the time of this duration. Let's see, today's segment, well, like I said, let's do a quick recap of what I talked about on Saturday. I know a lot of people weren't in here that day, but I did talk about like money management. I had talked about making your profit and expense log. I talked about the profit first system, about that book that I've been telling y'all about. I mentioned about that, like how to manage and everything's like that. I talked about like a lot of business. Matter of fact, I think I still got it. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, what they say, if y'all was here, y'all remember the poster boards. Here we go. So we talked about the expense and income log. We had talked about the difference between the salon, booth rent, and private suite. We end up talking about the profit first systems, like which are the percentage of the amount of money that you want to put into each of your accounts, and the top 5 policies. So if you haven't watched that video, like I said, it is uploaded to YouTube, and you can check it out. I was thinking about if I should have made today the same way, and I finally figured out how I can get the what that is, the like a PowerPoint, just so the way I can see it better and stuff like that. So I am gonna work on that. It will be coming soon, so you will see this week me redoing the either this week or next week. I will redo that stream because, like I said, I did drop a lot of gems in there. I don't think a lot of people was in there today. That day. But like I said, today's segment is going to basically be about being a braider versus being a licensed cosmetologist. Like that right there, like a lot of people, I don't mind and stuff like that when they say, oh, hey, you're a braider. I've been looking for a braider. Ooh. But I went to school to be a licensed cosmetologist, so that's just something that I kind of want to just touch a little bit on the basis of knowing the difference. So when you do try to call a licensed cosmetologist a braider and a braider a licensed cosmetologist, like at least you will know the difference. So I kind of want to, there you go, y'all. There you go. When I be pulling it up. But yeah, I just kind of want to touch bases on it. Let me find that one. Just to let y'all know, I kept it in consideration. So it's this PowerPoint right here is supposed to be. Hold on, let me see file. How do I? How did I do it? Oh, slideshow. Duh. Okay, yeah. So now y'all see his back dark. I see his back dark. Okay, let's see. So today, let me go in and share it so y'all can see. Ta-da! Basically, like I said, this segment I'm gonna try to make it very brief and very quick. And like I said, if this is something interesting to you, like I said, follow the community here, and then I also have the reaction community pinned in the chat. Okay, so let's get into it. A licensed cosmetologist versus a braider. What we'll cover today is what a licensed cosmetologist is, the difference between a licensed cosmetologist versus a braider, the professional levels, because there's different levels to it when doing that, the different requirements, how to get licensed, the performance, tools and products, costs and time investments. That's a big one. Pros and cons to both of being a licensed cosmetologist and a braider. Which is right for you, and final thoughts. So let's get into it. What is a licensed? Like I tell you every time, please excuse my husband. What is a licensed cosmetologist? A licensed cosmetologist is a beauty professional who has completed state-approved education, passed state board theory and practical exams, been legally approved to perform beauty services on the public, We offer services like hairstyling, skincare treatments, makeup. We can do barbering, we can do nails, we can do like anything beauty wise. That's us. We do that. So a licensed cosmetologist, like I said, is a state licensed beauty professional. We're trained in hair, skin, nails, makeup, sanitation, like anything you could think of, like all beauty wise. That's us as licensed cosmetologists. Like we have no limit on it. Like to a certain extent, just beauty. We have no limit on the beauty part. It provides a wide range of beauty services safely and legally. So it's nothing illegal about that. So we know what we're doing when we say we know what we're doing. A braider is a professional who specializes in natural hair braiding, just natural hair braiding, nothing more, nothing on the skins, nothing on the nails, nothing on the makeup, nothing on like none of that. Just strictly with the natural hair braiding. And they're trained in natural hair using non-chemicals and non-cutting tools. So you can't go up to your braider, hey, can you cut this? Can you come in? No, they're just natural like hair braiders basically, not belittling or downplaying it because I mean we all almost in the same boat. It's just we do a little bit more work with chemicals and other like things in the beauty industry. So a licensed cosmetologist requirements, this is what we go through. The reason why we got the title we get. We go through 1,000 to 2,000 training hours. It depends on your state. When I had went to hair school, my I had to get 1,500 hours. That was the requirement for IM. So you can check and see what your requirements are for your state, but they depend anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000. And like if I want to be a educator or anything like that, I can go back for extra like I think it's like 300 or 350 hours, something like that. But like I said, everybody's state is different, so I can really add on if I really want to. But that's something that I'm thinking about down the line. Maybe I don't know. It's a formal cosmetology school that teaches you hair cutting and hair coloring, chemical services like relaxers, perms, waves, like all of that, skin care and makeup, nail services, infection control, and sanitation. Like that is something big. Like sanitation is so big. I do see a lot of I have seen like a couple of people like who do hair. They're not considered a licensed cosmetologist. They just consider themselves like as a braider or just a hairstylist, someone that just knows how to do hair and they just do it. I have seen to where like they had their tools. If you watch any of my lives, you will always see like a blue barbicide jar in the back of my stuff. I make sure like everything is sanitized. But I did see this specific like person. I can't remember the TikTok at the moment, but like they had to literally clean out their entire drawer that has a whole bunch of combs. So that just imagine like, oh, this person doing my hair and they just throwing the combs that they just got done with in the drawer. Like that is unsanitary cross contamination. I don't even know if I've seen them pull the clean tools out of that. Like you cannot mix cooked food, raw food and cooked food together. You can't mix that. Like you can't do that with that. So, they're real big on sanitation. I'm just big on sanitation, period. Ain't no school got to teach me that anyway. But moving on. The braiding requirements for becoming a braider is 0 to 600 hours. It varies by your state. Like I said, you don't really have to have any requirements for it. You could just say, hey, I'm a braider and stuff like that. But just check with your state and see like what are they requirements to become a braider. They may require short certification course, registration with the state board, and they focus on only braiding techniques, scalp health basics, sanitation. Like they go hand in hand. So that's why sometimes like people they be like, hey, you do hair? You're a braider? Like I say braider sometimes, but I just say yeah. But then sometimes I correct them like I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I had to learn how to start implementing that I am a licensed cosmetologist because like I said, being labeled as a braider and all this time we didn't put it. You see the hour difference. 1,500 hours, and that's just I think I did the one in the daytime to where it was like a 9-month program. But if you're doing something like in the later day, it's like a 2-year program and stuff like that. But yeah, we worked hard for that. I'll say that. The licensed cosmetologist must graduate from approved school. So meaning like when I went to the hair design school and stuff like that, like you have to graduate from there. You have to graduate. I'm sorry, not from there. Yeah, it is from there. I'm sorry. And then you must pass the written and practical exams. The written part is, the last time I checked, it was 100 question, 100 question test. Like that was a long test, and I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I second guess myself when I just knew. But yeah, it was 100 question test, and you had to pass it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep the story kind of short. I don't want to kind of like, you know, prolong y'all night and stuff like that. But I can honestly say it took me like 3 times to pass it. Like I second guessed myself so bad to where it's like the first time I had took it, I want to say I didn't pass. I failed by like 1 point. Trust me, I cried about that. I failed by 1 point. And then it kind of made me sad to where it's like I really like waited a minute to go back and try to take my test again. So I'm like, you know what? I went to school for this. I need to go ahead and get this done. Then, like people tell me you need to go ahead and woo woo and stuff like that. I just had to get my mind focused back and like get back to what I said I was gonna initially do. And I went back the second time after like I think it was like a few months or a year or two. It was something like that. It was just like a little minute. I gave myself like a little gap time. Like when they didn't go as planned, it's like you just start doing other stuff and stuff like that. But then I got my focus back. So when I went back, I tried to study as much as I could. Because like I said, you know how that goes when everything just goes on and stuff like that. But let me turn that off. My bad. But yeah. So I went back again right after I failed the second time, and I passed the third time. Like I said I didn't even wait a full week. I'm like I'm not gonna do what I did at first. I went right back and I literally passed. Like, and what made me sad was like the second time that I did fail after so long of going, it was like I don't know, I can't explain. No, that's what it was. When I went back the second time after so long, I failed again by 1 point. Second guessing myself again. Oh, Chad, if y'all want me to, do I need to put the light on in here? Because I know sometimes the light be kind of flicking on me, but I know it's not going to be focused on me. It's really going to be focused on the PowerPoint. But just let me know if y'all just want me to actually get the light this time. I will. But yeah, if this cool, we can just keep vibing out and keep going. But yeah, like I said, the third time I passed it, and the crazy part is, it was just only the written part that took so long for me to just pass like that. Like when it got to the practical exam, I passed it first go round, cause like it's like I'm more of a hands-on type of person. That's the only thing about me sometimes. Like I'm more hands-on. So when I was in there, I was just doing what I had to do, and they watch you, like they really watch you, and they are so big on sanitation, all this other stuff like that. But literally, like they watch you. That's a whole lot that we went through. You must renew license regularly. So I think it's like every 2 years that we'll have to renew our license, cosmetology license, stuff like that. And that's something that we have to pay for. So when they say you're paying for my education, the prices are paying for my education and things that what's the name through the level and the things that what's the name, not technically the license, but you know what I'm trying to say. That's literally what we're including. Like we're literally like not including this specifically, but I'm talking about the knowledge that we have. Like, because a braider or someone that just claims themselves as a hairstylist and stuff like that, they can only charge what they know. They might try to take their chance and bust their heads. People will pay it, people won't pay it. But for us as licensed cosmetologists who went to school for a lot of stuff and a lot of knowledge based on this type of stuff, like dealing with hair, beauty, skin, all of that. Like we went to school for that. So if they say they're licensed cosmetologists and that's what they charge, guess what? You're gonna get your money's worth. I will feel that way. If you had a different experience, let me know about it. But yeah. Legally allowed to work in salons and open business. So once you got your license, like I said, it'll be easier versus not having your license and stuff like that. Unless you try to borderline, try to do something different, but kind of similar to where you won't need the license and stuff like that. But you will need that. Braiders may be licensed because, like I said, some states may want you to get a license, some states may not want you to get a license, but yeah, they may or may not allow you to obtain a license. You may or may not have to be registered. You can be registered in the state, you may cannot. And I'm telling, like I said, I really don't know the process to this because this is the process this is the road that I really didn't take. I really took licensed cosmetologist way, but this is what I've known because, like I said, I've done my research one time because I was like, I mean, all of us know what a braider is. Like, we know technically what they do, but I just want to do a little bit more research on like what a braider is because I know what a licensed cosmetologist is, but I just didn't know what a braider was, or like not know what they was, but what they require and stuff like that. And then they're exempt from licensing. Some states prohibit chemical service for braiders. A little quick note just to let y'all know that that a braider, when y'all say I don't like these braiders, they don't even wash your hair and stuff like that, shampoo your hair, whatever. They're not allowed to. It's a chemical. Just letting you know that if you didn't know. Laws vary significantly by state. Like I said, I always just check on your state and look at their requirements and stuff like that if that's what you choose to do. Okay, so licensed cosmetologists, again, we can perform hair cutting, hair coloring and bleaching, relaxers and perms, silk presses, wig extensions, skin and nails, requires shampoo. Like, that's something big. Like, if you're a licensed cosmetologist, you're not shampooing your hair, client hair, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, everyone know when you went to school, they say even when you did the when you got on the floor, you literally shampooed every single client. I remember back in the day, just to let you know, like, and then shampoo, it don't even take that much. You see how folks just be pumping and pumping and putting all this shampoo in their head. It don't even take us that much. And one day I got I'm gonna show y'all the thing, but basically it was a cup, like a souffle cup, this small and like this skinny. If you went to hair school with me, if you know, you know. The souffle cups is this small, and it probably hold like maybe 2 to 3 pumps of shampoo in there. They gave us 1 cup of that one and 1 cup for conditioner. Like, they gave us 2 small cups, and they said you supposed to do 2 shampoos with this small cup and then conditioner with this one. So us being us, because we didn't know and we were just learning and stuff like that, we like, girl, hey, give me another shampoo because this little thing on that thick head, it ain't gonna. Trust me, that little thing, it works if you know what you're doing. You go to school for that. You go to school for that. But yeah, like we just, it was just so funny. I ain't gonna go down memory lane with y'all. But yeah, if you're a licensed cosmetologist, you're supposed to be shampooing your clients' hair. Don't be leaving them like that. Y'all know that. Like, come on now. Braiders can perform box braids, cornrows, twists, locks, styling, like, but they can't really cut. Like I said, they really not allowed to use scissors in a way and stuff like that. Why, I don't know. It's not. I mean, technically, scissors is kind of like a chemical, but when you think about it, shoot, combs and stuff like that, I don't know why, but like I said, y'all could probably look into that later, or I'll just look at it later and then we can just figure out why. But crochet styles, natural hairstyling only, usually no chemicals, cutting or coloring. This is what I was talking about. They can't even shampoo your hair because with the shampoo is actually made out of chemicals. Like, it's literally made out of chemicals. Like I said, stay tuned. I am making hair care line and stuff like that, but it deals with a lot of chemicals. It's with a lot of chemicals, and that's something that they're not allowed to do. They're not required to shampoo your hair. Like I said, I had to add that note in. They're not. So you can't get mad at your braider if they charging da 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 da. And you're like, they don't even shampoo my hair. Like, what? They're not allowed to. They may not know that. They only, how they see it sometimes, well, from what I see, they'll say like, I don't want to shampoo the hair because it takes too much time. Baby, it takes anywhere between 10 to maybe 25 minutes, depending on the thickness of their hair, to shampoo somebody's hair. Like, that takes no time. Blow drying don't even take no time either. So, what's a little extra time of that? That's the time that you take to stop on their hair, to stop and go get you something to eat, or, doing whatever it is you're doing. Like, but anywho. Licensed cosmetologists use these tools and products. We use shears, razors, chemical products, heat tools, nail and skincare equipment, and braiders only use these tools and products. Combs, braiding hair, clips, edge tools, natural oils, and conditioners. Only them. It has to be natural because, like I said, most of the shampoo that you use have chemicals in them, so they're not allowed to, use it. But you see it and say natural shampoo because it ain't a way to kind of like do that. It probably might be a way. I don't know. Somebody will figure it out. But yeah, everything they do is natural. So, like I said, you can't get mad at your braider if they don't include shampoo. You're gonna have to go to a salon, a hairstyle. A licensed cosmetologist, someone in that field that actually, do that. Licensed cosmetologists cost time and investment. Like, this is exactly what I was talking about. The tuition can be anywhere from like $10,000 to $25,000 plus. Like, I'm just saying, I don't know what it is now, but yeah, it's pretty high. The time is from 9 months to 2 years. Like I said, I did the one for the 9 months. I think when you're not clocking in your hours the way you're supposed to, if you're missing a day, you're missing an hour, you're late to school, whatever, you still have to make up that time. So your date of graduation can change. I had to stay like an extra month, but it wasn't that long. Like I said, I just stayed like an extra month. Exam and license fees, like, we be paying them. And just imagine if you don't pass it and stuff like that. You know how many? Well, the first time is free. The exam is free the first time, but after that you got to pay for it. So I only had to pay for it twice. And the license I pay like I said, every 2 years. I think I don't have to pay it again until probably next year. I have to double check it. Yeah. But hair braiders cost in time and investments. Training anywhere between from free, because you can learn, like I said, off YouTube from another person if they charge you and I like, or someone in your family probably know how to do it and you just catch on, or whatever the case may be, up to like around $3,000. It's probably a little bit more than that. I should have put plus at the end, but yeah, it can range anywhere from free training to $3,000 versus 10,000 to 25. Yeah, and then the times it takes weeks to months. Like, technically, if you're sitting here braiding and stuff like that, you're doing something like that, it could take like 2 weeks just to learn it and stuff like that. But what we're doing, we have to take more than just months. It actually takes a couple of months to years. I mean, not a couple, but some months to years to learn it. And then the lower startup costs, like, you're not really paying for anything once you get your license. And like I said, I don't really know much about how, if you are getting licensed and stuff in your state, you will have to look that up. Like I said, I'm not sure about that, but it is lower because once you learn how to braid, if you learn by YouTube, guess what? You can start, if you learn by YouTube for free within a couple of weeks, guess what? You can start braiding. Lower startup costs. Like, it's shorter, it's easier route. The opportunities that they have for licensed cosmetologists, you can become a salon stylist, you can become a color specialist, you can become a platform artist, you can become a salon owner, educator, film and TV stylist, braider. It's I don't know why that's one of the words I always get tongue tied on, because I know aesthetics, but aesthetic service. What's the other one? Dang, what's the other one? I always get tongue tied on them. But yeah, aesthetic services, nail services, mobile stylist, content creator, platform artist, and like so much more. Like, it's so much you can do within that beauty industry. Like, it's great, especially as a licensed cosmetologist. Once you have your license, you got that. Baby, what? For braider, their career opportunities can be anywhere between a independent braiding business. I know y'all see like the African shops and stuff like that. You can have something like that. A mobile stylist, a natural hair expert, booth renter. Like these are more like in self employment focus. I mean, both of them would they have on what I've put down on the braider side, you can also add to the life cosmetology side. So like I said, it's more beneficial if you're more into like hair and nails, like everything beauty, not just braiding the hair. Like everything beauty, life cosmetology, that's what I would prefer. Life cosmetologist, we can open a full service salon, a spa business, a beauty bar, but you must meet the full salon regulations. Like I said, I haven't got to that point. That is the point that we are trying to get to as well, like opening up a salon. And yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I really don't know all of the regulation, but once I get to there, trust me, y'all will know. Y'all will know because I will let it be known. Braiders can open a braiding studio, home-based business, state permitting. Like it depends on the state. Like I said, look at your state, look it up, look it online, do your research. And there are fewer regular like I get tongue tied. But it's not as many barriers in many states. Like I said, opening a braiding shop is kind of, I don't want to downplay it because, like I said, it's kind of like the same, but not really. Just a little bit up there, a little bit more with it. But yeah, you just gotta check with your state and stuff like that. A licensed cosmetologist. The good things about it, I'm gonna give you the pros and I'm gonna give you the cons and stuff like that. Um, More services equals more income strands. Like right now, people think like I'm just a braider and stuff like that, but not knowing like tomorrow I can say, hey, I'm doing nails. I can switch it up the next day and say, hey, I'm doing skincare. I'm doing waxing. I'm doing barbering. I can cut some hair. Like that's a good thing about being a licensed cosmetologist is like the more services equals more strands of incomes. Like I said, you can even be like anyone can be a content creator, but like when you're knowledgeable about as a licensed cosmetologist, it's so much information that you could just give out versus just a simple, because I don't know if y'all noticed, but sometimes when people be giving out information about hair and stuff like that, it's always the same information. Like I don't know if you noticed it or not, but a lot of this still be the same information. Like nobody's really coming up with like a lot of different things and really educating you and stuff like that on. Like they may switch it up, add more fancy words and stuff like that, but this just comes from like separating like people who are licensed. Like we actually have a lot that we've actually learned, and I'm not saying that the learning stops there. We actually, you can never stop learning and stuff like that, but other than that, like I said, it's a lot more services you can provide to get more income. Then your recognized license, basically like you get that license, you recognize, you can go to the beauty supply store, you get your discounts, you get discounts with a lot of other stuff when you have your license and stuff. Like I said, it's really good anywhere you go, basically, and stuff like that. I can go out of town and then I can be like, hey, I got my license, so I'm good type stuff. Only cons to it, it may be more, but it's expensive. Like I said, you've seen a breakdown of how much it is to become a licensed cosmetologist versus being a braider. Like it's expensive, and it's long training time. Like I said, it take anywhere between 9 months to 2 years and stuff like that, depending on which one you actually do. Because like I said, I did the one that was 9 months. I did the morning one. A lot of us like doing the morning, so I think it was like, I think we went from like 9 to like 4:30 or something like that. I can't remember. Like I said, if you went to school with me and stuff like that, let me know how it was again. I think it was 8:30 to 4:30. Well, it was 9 to 4:30. But yeah, you gotta clock in them hours, and it's so much that you learn. For a braider, the good things about it is it's faster entry. Like I said, if you just want some quick fast, money is something that you enjoy doing, but you don't want to do all the extra stuff that a licensed cosmetologist does. Like I said, we do a lot of stuff. Like I'm gonna start tapping in more into that so that way I can show y'all that I'm just not a braider. It's lower cost and it's culturally specialized and stuff like that. The only bad things about it is it's limited services and restrictions varies. So in conclusion, coming to this, which path is right for you? So for a licensed cosmetologist, if you want to go down this path now, is if you should go down this path, like if you want versatility, like if you want to do more than just hair, like if you want to do all things beauty, like this is where you would go. If you plan to do chemical services, especially this is a big thing too, because you can't be a braider trying to put a relaxer on a client hair. Not saying that you technically, technically, of course you can do it, but legally you're not supposed to do that. If you want broad career options, like it's so many career options that you can go to, that you can switch it up. When they be like, oh, I thought she just did that. No, baby, we've done more. Like I said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and tap back into my roots. As a braider, if you just only want to specialize in natural hair, like if that's all you want to do, like yeah, by all means, that's you. If you want a quick business startup, like I said, that's something that you would want to get into and stuff like that. Like just real quick, you don't want to do no long term nothing. You try to make you some quick money, but you actually enjoy it though. Like not just doing it just for a side hustle, because people who up here trying to just do it to make some money and stuff like that, like sometimes y'all really be doing these folks wrong. Like at least have a real passion in or doing it versus just I'm gonna do it because I know it's some money into it. Like I won't say it's only gonna get you so far, but in a way it will, because how you feel about it will show. How you feel about it will show. And then like, prefer entrepreneurship and stuff like that. Like if you want to be labeled like, hey, I got me a business and stuff like that. Like, hey, I'm a braider and stuff, stuff like that. My final notes on this that I will say is always check your state board regulation. Like I said, every state is different. I went to school for only had to clock in like 1,500 hours, but then I seen another school. I forgot what state that was that I seen, but they said something about they had to do like 1,600 hours. So I'm like, dang. But I mean, that's like extra money though. But still, like, yeah. Law changes frequently. Like I said, it was stuff that I did back then that I know has changed since then and stuff like that. So yeah, just make sure you check that out. Some professionals hold both credentials, like I'm telling you, and pick the path that fits your passion, not just what's popular right now. Like that is so important. Like a lot of people, they want to get into doing hair because they feel like it's a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of money into anything that you're very passionate about, anything that, really that you do is so many ways to like, to basically make money, but you want to be passionate about it. Like this is something that you enjoy. Like it doesn't feel like a job. Like right now, like me doing hair, I was telling y'all earlier about like how my back hurt. Even though my back is like literally hurting, I still just want to do some hair. Like I wanted to take on some clients yesterday. I wanted to take on some clients today, but I'm like, I gotta let my body just relax and chill and stuff like that. But like, do something that you're passionate about. Like no matter how I'm feeling, like I'm just thinking about just doing some hair, doing something like that, like along them lines. Like I said, I'm gonna tap more into the other roots that we have. Like I said, now I did say because when I went to school, they actually said that like I was I'm gonna say one of the best at the time of doing nails. Like nails, I can get into. I do my own nails sometimes. They're not done right now, but if you see me on stream and stuff like that, I may go to the Koreans. I don't know, but more than likely it's gonna be me doing my nails and stuff like that. But yeah, do what's like what fits your passion. Don't do it just because do this because she said do this and all these benefits and stuff like that. Do it because you really have a passion for it, like not because what's popular now. Like that type of stuff, the popularity only lasts so long. Like when you actually care for your clients, like something that you're like, I don't think it's nobody that can really just say like they might not agree with what I responded to them on, but they can't say that I sat here and I went off on the clients. I just kept it straightforward and honest with them. If they didn't like it, it was what it was. If they, whatever it is that they wasn't too fond of, they couldn't say that I'm sitting here going off on them. You gotta have patience. Like, that's one of the main things, especially with starting any type of business. You have to have patience. Like, that's one thing, you have to have patience, because folks gonna try to, what's not, guess what, you can, all money ain't good money, so you can either say, hey, you know what, I don't want to do business with you, I'm good on your money and stuff like that, or just know how to talk to people. Talk to people like you would want someone to talk to you. Yeah, they might be kind of messed up sometimes, but guess what? Like, when you passionate about something, it's like you can and it's just not even about customer service. It's about, like, even what you doing the hair, like, you put your all into it and stuff like that. Like I told y'all when I said about me braiding, when I first started learning to do feed-in braids, I told my client, I was like, yeah, I know how to do it, because at the time that's when we had that big old knot in the front of our braids that we used to do, the cornrows and stuff. And she was like, nah, I'm talking about the ones that you feed in now. That's when feed-in just started getting coming around and coming out at that time. I forgot what year that was. I'm gonna say it's been like almost what, I can't remember. Girl, you remember that? They had those big old knives just going to the back and stuff like that. But yeah, she was like, not the big knife, they just feed in and stuff like that. Like, so I was passionate about me learning how to do it. So I literally, yeah. I literally was feeding in there, but I was so passionate about it. When, to me, at first, I was like, oh, okay, I did it. To her, she really, really loved it. And I know if I see that picture today compared to what I'm doing now, I just know that that was not it. I just know that wasn't it. Like, I don't know, but, like, for real though, like, just choose what you're passionate about. If it's not even this, like, if it's not even the hair industry, like, do something that you're passionate about. Like, not just what's popular. Oh, everybody opening this up, everybody doing it. No, you need to put some passion into it, because guess what? Everybody that's sitting here, like, opening these businesses and stuff, guess what? Customer service nasty. Business don't last long. Like, you not passionate about what you doing, and you just throwing the stuff any way that you want to and all the other stuff like that. Like, who gonna wanna, make sure it's something that you're passionate about. Like, make sure it's something you're passionate about. Like I said, I'm really passionate about being a licensed cosmetologist and stuff like that. Like, that's something that I'm really, 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 really passionate about. So, like I said, I'm not even feeling my best right now. I was just laying on the couch, and I'm like, you know what? I can't miss another day. But yesterday, my back was in pain. I will go to a chiropractor tomorrow, though. We're gonna see how I'm feeling tomorrow, y'all. Hopefully, I'm up here like this. Okay, y'all, chat weird. But right now, yeah, it's kind of hurting right now. It's okay, but that comes with that type of stuff overall and stuff like that. That comes with it. It's probably one of the cons to it. Like, if you're not taking care of yourself, also when you're doing whatever you're doing, you really, 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 really need to take care of yourself. Like, you need to take care of yourself. Like whatever we're doing, we really need to start taking care of ourselves. Like, business on all of that, not even just exercising, like everything it is, mental and all. Like, we got to get this stuff together. But yeah, I just really came on here. I think, yeah, there was nothing else on this slide, but that's basically like what today's segment was going to really be about today. But I think I do still kind of want to run back the segment that I had did the other day, that I did what it was, Saturday, because I don't stream on Sundays and Mondays. I do stream, like I said, Tuesday to Saturday, because those are the times that I go to the shop. Like, those are my hours of operations for my shop, like Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, I did tell them Sundays and Mondays, like, I have VIP clients this weekend and stuff like that, but I put it in there, that's the only time. If you want me to go live, if the client consent to that, then it's like, yeah, okay, we'll go live. If you don't want to, we won't. But like I said, I actually have VIP this weekend and stuff like that. But You may catch me live Sunday or on some Sundays, but like I said, it just really on like the client then. But Tuesday through Saturdays, I will what's name. But like I said, I didn't stream yesterday only because like I said, the pain was like very unbearable. Like, but yeah. But other than that, it's something else I want to talk to y'all about. But I kind of want to add more people in when we do talk about it because you know what? It is what it is. My people that's here is my people that's here. So I was thinking of like this. I may or may not get a reply back to this, but it's okay though because I was actually thinking about like names, like like names because everybody be like chat this, chat that. So I actually came up with some like names names for y'all and let me know what kind of ring a bell like for the men and women. Okay, so I was thinking, I ain't gonna lie, Sladies. That's just y'all. I can't not make that y'all. So y'all are Sladies. I came up with it. What y'all think about that? How y'all like that? Sladies. SLAYYDIESS. I like the extra SS. Let me type it in the chat so y'all can see what it. I'm like, hey, Sladies, we back. Okay, I posted it in the chat. That's the name that I kind of want to, instead of saying chat, I be like Sladies. Okay, y'all. Or Slady. If I'm talking to one person, it is Slady. But if I'm talking to more than one person, which is y'all, which is my chat, I'm like Sladies. But for the gentleman, I was like, it's a couple of them. I just didn't know which one to go with. So I thought about Slademans, Slagents, or Sladons. They all sound horrible, don't it? Do any of them sound right? The only thing I could think of was saying Sladies and Slagants, like gentlemen, basically. Slagants. Yeah, that's something that I may just post in the community or just, try to get some more what's name. But I ain't gonna lie, Sladies, y'all, for sure is locked in. It is what it is. You're a Slady. If you're watching this, you're a Slady. If you're a gentleman, you may be a Slagans. I don't know, Sladons. Or Sladies and Sladons. I don't know. We're gonna have to think about it. But and it was like it was a name that said I don't know about the dudes. Yeah, I'm saying like or Slaykins, Slaykings. I don't know. Yeah, but Sladies is it. Yeah, I don't know about the dudes. We're gonna have to come up with something like that. It just gotta sound flowy. But Sladies and Sladons, cause Duns almost sound like dudes in a way, but Sladudes, Sladies and Sladudes, nah. We're gonna have to come up with something. I'm gonna keep on brainstorming on it though, but for sure, Slady is already official. I probably might end up getting like shirts made, hats made. Like I'm talking all merch, everything. Like this is how I want to refer y'all to. I'm like, hey, Sladies, we back. Or should I just say Sladies and Slados? Slados, Slados, Slados. I don't know. Slados sound kind of. Mm, we gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see about it. We gonna see about it. But that was like I said, all I really had today. I really just want. It was funny because I was gonna say this would be a short stream, but if I would have said short stream, then it would have ended up being longer than what it was. But yeah, this is like my main stream, just so that way folks don't get the two confused. Like no shade to nobody, but yes, being a licensed cosmetologist is 100% basically different from being a braider. Like those two, they aren't hand in hand, but at the same time, I couldn't blame nobody but myself because I mean, they don't know. Like, even though I tell them I'm a lifestyle massager, they be like, "Oh, you do braids? You're a braider." Like, they still was name. So now I'm just gonna make sure that I politely correct people and tell them that I am a licensed cosmetologist. And if it's anything that y'all want me to like go over and stuff like that, like y'all can get like in a way a free course out of me about anything, whether it's like If y'all want me to talk more into like nails, like the acrylic types or gel, shellac, all that. I can go into skin and stuff like that. Like we can really look into it. But if that's something that you're interested in, it may be boring to y'all, but it's very, very educational. So that way, when you going to get your stuff done, it's like, hey, why you ain't doing this to my skin? Like, why you ain't doing this to my nails? Like, what's going on? Why are you doing this? Like, you're not supposed to be doing it. But I think I know what the next segment gonna be because this gets under my skin so bad. The next segment we gonna talk about is who sat here and started this. Oh, the only type of textures you can have is 4A, 4B, 4C. I ain't ever heard them say in school, you have 4A here, you have 4B here, you have 4C here, you have 4D here. Then you want to go to the 3. Y'all tell me right now, what is 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D, 4E, 4F? What is 3A, 3B, 3C, 3? I don't get it. The only type of hair texture you can have is straight, wavy, curly, or coily. Them the only ones I know. So I don't know where all this 3A, 3B. That we gonna talk about that. I'm do my research, get y'all opinions or something. I don't know, but that right there, it gets something to my skin, especially like when you're more. Not saying like I know everything, but when you're educated in that type of you get what I'm trying to say. When you more educated and know how to use the terms correctly, like what are we really talking about? Like, be for real. Like, what is it? Like, if they can sit here and tell me what this is, because everybody that gets natural hair looked at and they be like, oh girl, you got 4C hair. But you just said the other girl who coils are tighter and stuff like that, or the same curls, you call them both 4C. Like, what is that? Like, I think that's gonna be our next segment. That's gonna be our next segment we talk about because that type of stuff really do piss me off. But like I said, we can also talk about like chemicals. Y'all need to make sure y'all get these terms corrected. We probably, you know what? I'm making a segment about that. I'll make sure I take note of that. I can always go back and look at this. We need to talk about this 4A, this 4C. We need to talk about dang, I forgot. Oh, perms and relaxers. Like I said, when you get educated, because I can't lie, like I ain't been saying perms the whole time growing up. I know we all been saying perms, but that's not the correct term. It's relaxers. We've been getting relaxers since we were younger. Perms are like to turn your hair from straight to curly, not curly hair to straight. Like think of it like this, like a relaxer. I should know back then. A relaxer is relaxing, like chilling, straight. Don't relaxing like it gives you like this, not this. It don't give you this. Baby, that one we weren't getting that. We were getting relaxers back then. We weren't getting perms. We weren't getting perms. We weren't turning up a notch like that. I'm just like, but nah, I think yeah, I'm gonna talk about that, relaxers and stuff like that. One thing they used to get on to us about saying shampoo and wash, but I know like that's something small. Like you wash clothes, you shampoo hair. You're not supposed to say wash. It was funny because I had a client today. And I know she didn't catch on to it though, but she was just they said like, you wash her, is you gonna wash the hair and stuff like that and stuff like that. I was like, shampoo is included, but it's optional. I just because eventually if I keep on using that term, they're gonna catch on to like it's shampoo, not wash. But like I said, it's a lot that we can really, really, really talk about if y'all really interested. Or if you're not, guess what? You're going to learn anyway when you tune in. So if you tune in, this is exactly what we're going to talk about. Like, of course, I don't mind hearing out about the chat and stuff like that, but that is what we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about more about um the licensed cosmetologist side. I even may do a couple of classes on here. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna tell them like, look. Y'all want to tune in? I'm gonna do a braid class right here, a braid tutorial in real time and stuff like that. Like, I probably might do something like that. I don't know. It's giving me a lot of ideas. I think I'm gonna just put all my ideas out there and then just do them. Like, if you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. Guess what? I'm still gonna push it. I'm still gonna push it out there. But other than that, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that tomorrow because that type of stuff irritates me. I'm gonna even do my own research. I'm gonna just sit here and I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna be like, so what is 4C? What is 4A? What is 4B? What is 4C? Like, I'm gonna take my time out to look for that because y'all really irritate me with that stuff. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I can't wait to get the soundboard. We're gonna get the soundboard this month. We're gonna get the soundboard and we're gonna get the earphones because I know sometimes do I sound okay or do I sound too loud or like how I sound, I don't know. But I would have hit the soundboard right here with the outro sound. Oh, and I didn't show y'all too, so I didn't do it. But I'm gonna just do a little quick jump. Like the next time y'all see me go live tomorrow, this gonna be the intro before I come on. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? That was nice. Was that nice? Y'all like my intro? I'm doing it one more time for the people that didn't catch it. And 3, 2, 1. What the? Y'all like that, Sean? Let me know. Let me know if y'all like it or not. Let me know if y'all like it or not. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. So next time, y'all gonna see. I need to get like a little small intro with it. Yes, ma'am. I made it. I made it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did make it. Yeah, I made that joint. That joint hard, ain't it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only thing that I am missing is the glasses. I ain't think about it till the last time. I was like, you know what? If I needed to, I don't know. But if I needed to, I will take the glasses off just to make it look like me. But yeah, so when we tune in tomorrow, I'm play that joint. I probably play it like a little. I probably let it run for like 30 seconds. I do 30 seconds. And I'm like, what's up, Jam? Welcome back. That's the jump right there. But like I said, we're going to have to get these soundboards. We're going to get that neon sign. I don't know what stream it's going to be, but we're going to go back and we're going to count the streams. And I'm like, Beauty Talk After Dark and da, 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 like that. But yeah, we're going to get that sign. We're going to get the sign. We're going to get the soundboard, and we're gonna get the headphones. Camera gonna be last, y'all. Camera gonna be last. Cause I mean, like, I look okay. Ooh, excuse me. And I'm getting my point across. But that's what we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna wrap it up right here, you guys. I want to thank you to everyone who joined the live, everyone who dropped a comment, and everyone who joined the Facebook group today. I really appreciate it. We will be live again tomorrow. So it's gonna be two like kind of late streams because my client she kind of booked a little late. So I'm gonna stream that, and then I'm gonna stream later on at night. I'm gonna try not to. I'm probably wait like a hour or two in between or something like that before I do. But y'all see me tomorrow. Also on TikTok and stuff like that. Yeah, I meant to mention it about TikTok because I can't really talk to them what I want to say on her about that. But yeah, like TikTok, like I said, it's not like I'm trying to intentionally ignore anybody. It's just when I go live in the daytime, it's really more so like a behind the scenes. Like y'all just get the behind the scenes of what y'all actually see on social media. Like y'all get behind the scenes of all my Instagram posts, my Facebook posts, like any content that I do post on social media. So like y'all are literally getting like behind the scenes. So behind the scenes, to be honest, the only thing that's different behind the scenes, because with this one I don't want to get copyrights and stuff like that, because if I get copyrights, they're gonna block out the whole entire video and stuff like that. So the type of music that I have to play is non-copyrighted music. But normally, if you know, and if you get booked up. I'll be having my gospel going, but the gospel is copyrighted, so I really can't play that. Otherwise, they're gonna mute my entire video. Like it's gonna be the entire video muted. So that's why in the daytime. Do y'all be hearing the music? That's one thing I be wanting to know. Do y'all hear it? I probably gotta go back and see it because y'all probably don't let me know. But yeah, that's the only difference that I do end up doing is the So sometimes you may hear the like same copyrighted music, and that's okay. Like I said, it's just more behind the scene because I mean I can just not what's name, but I am going to do it though because that's the whole point of me creating this Twitch and stuff like that, so that way you can see behind the scenes, so I can teach y'all more, so y'all can learn a little more and stuff like that. Like it's gonna be real gems in here. I'm trying to tell these folks, but yeah. Other than that, yeah, like I said, just make sure you join the Facebook group. It is pinned in the community. I say community in the chat. We will be live again tomorrow late. We're gonna be late twice. Not too late for the first one, but it's still gonna be within business hours. It's gonna be like an evening time and stuff like that. So make sure you follow so you don't miss it. Put your post notifications on. You can follow me on all these social media sites. This is my name, Slay Styles, across all the social media sites. If you missed any part of today's conversation, this segment will be posted on YouTube later tonight or tomorrow. So you can catch the replay. More than likely, I will try once I get off. I will post it like onto like I said, onto YouTube. I will try to have it posted tonight. I'm not sure how long it takes. I actually don't sit on there long enough to know how long it takes. Like I said, don't forget to follow me on all social media platform. Oh, let me just show y'all before I do end up what's name, because we do have a new post up. I want y'all to go like, comment, share to the people. Like, comment, share to the people. Instagram. Like, comment, and share to the people. Like, comment, and share to the people. We have a new one up. Like I said, this type of content that I do post, and this is like the behind the scenes of what y'all get and stuff like that. Like I said, like, comment, go pose. And she was so cute. Y'all should have seen it when she first had came in. She was actually crying. And then it's just, like how kids be. This her actual second time coming to me and stuff like that. So, but like I said, she do nice every single time. But, she just was crying. She wasn't feeling it. But as soon as we turned on the camera to, you know, go live and stuff, she was just staring at the camera, just quiet and stuff like that. But this video is also posted as well on YouTube. Anytime I do, like I said, all my Twitch videos, they go to YouTube. So like I said, even though this is in time lapse, you can actually see it at a slower pace. See, look at her. She's so cute. She was so cute. She's so happy. But yeah, that is what I posted today. So y'all can check that out. Go like. It's on Facebook as well. I'm going to try to get more into Twitter and stuff like that. But yeah, that's her right there. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, yeah, she's so cute. But yeah, like I said, I post all the time. This is what y'all really see. Like in the morning time, y'all will literally see like these videos being posted like in real time. Like y'all are actually looking behind the scenes of all of these. Not every single last one of these, because I think I want to say I started. Matter of fact, let me see. I actually started. Who was my friend? And this is no promotion. Yeah, so the first day in the salon. So that means I actually started. I think I started with the lady, if I'm not mistaken. I actually started with the lady. Yeah, I started with the lady. So that
Then
was.
she had made.
Ooh, that mic loud. And y'all let me talk like that. Ooh, ooh. Here. But yeah, this is basically what that is. This is basically what that is. I started right here. I started right here. My bad, y'all. Yeah, I started right here. And ever since then, I just recorded everybody's appointment. But yeah, y'all, other than that, that was the final notes. Let me go back to here. Oops. So yeah, like I said, you can follow me on all social media platforms. We're building something here. We're building a community, and I'm glad you're all part of it. And I want y'all to have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.